Shabosai, stay tuned. There's a Gavaldiga podcast. Rabbi Steve Geller does a Gavaldiga Zach, and that'll be coming out this week. Torah Giants on Chumash. Shalom Uvrach, and welcome to the weekly piece on the Parsha from Torah Giants on Chumash, written by Rabbi Meir Goodman, the Rabbi Emeritus of Yom Rockaway. Sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to Torah Giants on Chumash. I'm Steve Geller. Let's take a look at a beautiful pasuk from our Parsha. V'hi salachti b'sochachem, and I will walk among you. V'hayisi lachem le'elokim, and I will be your God. V'atem tihiyu li la'am, and you shall be my people. Rashi records the midrash about the righteous walking with Hashem in the Garden of Eden and continues, mizdazim, and you will not be shaken up by me. Rashi continues, we might think that you will not have any fear of me, so therefore he says, I will be your God, meaning your fear of God will remain. Rav Meir Tzvi Bergman found this midrash very perplexing. How would we ever imagine that these righteous souls who are granted such a privilege would not fear their God? And also, what does not be shaken up imply? There's a discussion in the Gemara in Sanhedrin that describes how an ignorant person is first dazzled by a great scholar, but gradually, as he becomes familiar with him, he begins to see him in less exalted terms, until that awe he had for him eventually vanishes. The phrase, first made famous in popular culture by the English poet Geoffrey Chaucer in the 14th century, captures this phenomenon. Familiarity breeds contempt. But could this apply to great tzaddikim also? The Mishnah in Tainus describes the ceremony for prayers to end a drought. It begins with taking the Torah ark out into the street and placing ashes on it. Later in the Gemara, Rav Zera relates that the first time he saw this sad act, mizdaza, his entire body began to shake. Chazal infers from this that he had no such experience on later occasions. Apparently, even holy scholars can become accustomed to shattering experiences. Such is the power of becoming desensitized. It's a part of human nature. So now we can understand the Rashi in our pasuk. Once the Midrash described the great reward of the righteous souls who will not even shake in the presence of Hashem in Gan Eden, it had to add that there would be a limit to such familiarity. They might not shake or quake, but the fear of God would not leave them. This, of course, fits well with the Talmudic dictum of Rav Hananya in Barachas 33b. Hakol bidei shemayim chutz miyira shemayim. Everything is in the hand of heaven except fear of heaven. Rashi explains this clearly. Everything is in the hands of heaven. Everything that happens to a person is by the hand of God, such as being tall or short, poor or rich, wise or foolish, white or black. Everything is in the hands of heaven. But whether one is righteous or wicked is not by the hand of heaven. This was given into the hands of man, and he is presented with two paths, and he may choose to fear heaven. We are all what we think, and what we think dictates what we do. We should all have that focus, that kavana, that Hashem is in control of everything that happens. God, who is ever powerful enough to make sure that everything that happens to us and our families and our communities is 100% in our best interest, to the extent that anything else that would have happened would have been worse. We can look for the good in everything that happens to us, even the challenges, even in these challenging times, or we can choose instead to look for the bad and even good things that happen. It's all up to us. This piece by Rabbi Goodman proves to us that when we love and fear Hashem, focusing our eyes only on Him for our well-being, our family's well-being, and our ultimate best destinies, that love and fear will continue to serve us well both here and in the next world. This is the way I see it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts by leaving your comments or questions below. And our best destinies are made better if we like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that share button to copy the link to this video so you can simply paste it into emails, Facebook, texts, WhatsApp groups, or your social media of choice. It's the easiest mitzvah of Talmud Torah possible, and it all helps us realize the potential of Rabbi Goodman's life's work, Torah Giants on Chumash. We go to yeshiva to learn, that's Torah. We seek closeness to Gedolim, that's Torah. We daven for inspiration and v'sein chalkeinu b'sorasecha, that's Torah. We come up with chidushim in our own learning, that's Torah. Maybe. Share your chidushim. Send your original Torah pieces to torahmaybe@gmail.com or email that address for more information. Also visit www.youtube.com/@torahmaybe.